Dive on into our fourth historic deck of the day. We've got some Kethis combo here. For people that weren't familiar with what this deck was doing when it was in standard, we have Kethis of the Hidden Hand here, which is the core of it. CO Twitch, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back. Nemesis, I appreciate the 30. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday wherever you're at in the world. So Kethis of the Hidden Hand here says, legendary spells cost you 1 less to cast, and you can exile 2 legendary cards from your graveyard. Until end of turn, you can cast each legendary card from your graveyard. That's currently in there. So what this deck is looking to do, this is kind of a self-mill deck. And we self-mill with Diligent Excavator here, as well as Tamiyo, as well as Emry, Lurker of the Loch. And we fill our graveyard up. And then with Kethis, we exile 2 legendary cards from our graveyard to allow us to start generating extra mana with Mox Ambers. And this extra mana with Mox Ambers allows us to cast Fblthp over and over and over again to deal 3 damage to creatures or our opponent. And then also while we're looping through our graveyard, we can also mill our opponent with Diligent Excavator. So our win condition, once we dump our deck into our graveyard, is we cast legendary spells over and over and over again to mill them out with Excavator or kill them with Fblthp. Now this particular build is trying to fit in a lot of things, and I like this type of build to start. Like, there's 2 Tamiyo, 2 Oko, 2 Teferi. It feels like we're not quite certain what our ideal cards are, and just looking at this, I can't tell you. So we're going to play some games with this, and I wouldn't be surprised if we adjust some of these numbers as we go, because certain cards feel more ideal than others. Maybe relegate some to the sideboard that are less than good. We'll see. Yep, runbacks are $10, Cody. That would be a fine one to submit again. One of the other things about this deck too is that similar to the Citadel deck, it also can just like be a kind of a mid-range attack you deck, so it can beat people down when it's not comboing. And to answer your question from earlier, Bob, yeah, the historic live numbers have been a little bit middling. The historic numbers on YouTube have been similar to Pioneer and Standard. Yeah, as far as Twitch goes, it seems like people that want to watch Arena are more interested in Standard than anything. Which, I don't know, kind of goes to show that maybe WotC knows what they're doing with pushing Standard as the number one. So I assume Emry's dying here then, if they took Mox Opal or Mox Amber. I did not need to shock that in. That was a mistake. I assume there's like a Cry or a Doomblade or something in our future here. Which figure? Yep, makes sense. Well, that one I got a shotgun to draw a card. Hey, Cody, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. Happy to get that one re-added to the historic queue. Yep. Historic is a timed event, which may make people balk at putting the time. What do you mean, Hacksaw? Historic will always have a best of 3 queue on an Arena. It's not always going to be available as a ranked option, but it will be available. It will always be an option to play in the client. I don't think I Ruinous Blast this. Yeah, so Historic will not be available for some amount of time as a ranked format, starting when the new set releases in mid-January. But there will be a best of 3, like, constructed style event like we have for Standard at the moment. It's the 8th edition version in client too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and blast these two. I guess I blast my food too. I also wouldn't be surprised if Historic is maybe a little bit less popular than Standard at the moment, because a lot of people are just like, they've been hurt by Oko. On mobile, it's a way for me to zoom in on my opponent's creatures. Yeah, you need to click the Deckmaster extension icon, and you should be able to just pull up any of the creatures they have in play.
Rise and shine.
I am not going to sit there and do nothing.
You'll pay for that.
I think Oko's pretty fine for this format, Bob. I would like to see Veil. I would like to see what the format, if Oko's too good, I would like to see if that's still true. If they got rid of just Veil and what's it called? Veil and Once.
Smelly, but effective.
All right, so I think I've been a Kethis. I guess if I Laz, I can Laz, and there's a Diligence in here that I can use too. So that's probably good. So I can start with this. I would love to surveil a Tamiyo into the bin. And then I can pay, right, because there's a Diligent Excavator in here? Yeah, so I can pay 2 here. All right, I gotta play quickly. Opponent seen enough? It was especially weird that the animation, like, covered my button. Like, that was the weird part about that animation to me. It was like, why did the animation cover my button up? All right, 3 Veil of Summer, sign me up. Speaking of cards, Jace Wielder Mysteries sounds good. Yeah, the Z indexing. There's the technical term. Is this a Ruinous Blast matchup? Clearing out if their Chromatic Lantern deck could be relevant. Killing Phyrexian Arena's not nothing. I'm gonna err on the side of not playing this for now and see where we go. I could see this being a matchup where we want to cut Goose as well. I'm gonna cut 2 Geese and bring in 2 Ashiok to just self-mill. I don't need it for graveyard hate, but like enabling my own combo sounds good. Hey, thanks for the 3 months, Stealth Yellow. Sure. That's the one. Yeet! Thanks for the 4 months, Revelry. Hey, appreciate the 3rd of a year. Welcome back. I onced on turn 1 there because if my once found a Goose, I wanted to play it. Don't really need Lotus Petal. How bad do you think Once Upon a Time is for Historic? I think if they don't want the format to be mostly green among the competitive decks, they should probably get rid of Once. Once Upon a Time is a card that gives the decks that can play it just so much more consistency than everything else. You got it. I'm just gonna Teferi draw. You know, I think I don't want to play the Kethis until I can, like, at least activate it for some value. I'm not bouncing the Mind Stone because if they sack the Mind Stone and draw a card in response, I then don't get to draw a card with mine because my ability loses its only target. Once upon a time, there were colors other than green. Yeah, like blue, right? Because you need blue mana to cast, you need blue mana to cast Oko. I got you, Avatar. Alright, so the way this game is going, I wasn't thinking about Spyglass. I definitely want Ruinous Blast in my deck in this matchup post-board. Maybe even all three, honestly. They named Kethis. He's dead, Jim. You've killed him. Rude. Tamiyo. Jace. Scribe me a river, baby. It's green, it should probably have haste or vigilance. Water spells, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. The enters play noise on that card is something.
All I've left you is pain.
I got our win condition right here, chat. Right here. Gotta grind him down slow and steady.
Loneliness can hurt.
A lot of grasps over there. All right, yeah, I'm gonna put the Ruinous Blast back in. I'm gonna trim the geese. I don't think I need the fixing here. Just a random thing that dies and put 2 blasts in. The Spyglass was on Kethis. So Phyrexian Arena is one of the 20 cards that they printed directly into Historic CK. Huh? just gonna take the black source here. How do you feel about wish boards in Magic? R&D seems to be designing more cards for that lately. Card 4, Vivian, Fae of Wishes. Yeah, those types of cards, and they've commented on this in the past with Mastermind's acquisition, I believe it was. They're designing more cards like that with best of one in mind. That seems fine, Tidra. Seems like a reasonable swap. I shocked in the Temple Garden in case my opponent had a copy of Duress.
This isn't a fight you can win. This might be a bad idea.
Hypnotic Specter's real scary. Again, gonna decline playing this out so I can hold up Veil. Yep. Okay.
That's more like it.
That's more like it. Joke's on you, I don't want these cards anyways. How underwhelming. That was a pretty good draw. Let's do return. Creature with converted mana cost 3 or less.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Emry. It doesn't really do anything. 18 months, my sub can officially vote. Thanks for the year and a half, Joshua. Yeah, the animations that like pop up on the side while you're still looking at stuff are always really clean. So I think the plan here is block the Hypnotic Specter. And then probably Veil. Do I have a Kethis in here? Wow, I still haven't hit a Kethis. That's unfortunate. Come on. Cast your spell. Emry would have let me mill. Yeah, that's very true. Do I just cycle this? I think I just try and cycle this. If I hit a Kethis, we probably kill them. Hey, thanks for the 5 months, Katana. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yes.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Oh, I definitely tapped wrong there. If I would have hit Kethis, I wouldn't have been able to play it. Spyglass is on Kethis.
The past is never forgotten.
I think I just pass here. I think I just take this, right? Oh, I should throw one away so it's in the yard when I Ruinous Blast. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, that's the people that are saying that I want one of these in the bin. You are correct. A good observation. Whenever you cast a historic spell, you may return target creature for a mana cost. Oh, did I mess this up? If I would have shocked this in, I could have copied. If I would have shocked that in, I could have copied Teshar, which then would have put Fblthp into play. That's something worth noting. Can we just, like, draw spells today at some point? Whenever you cast a historic card, return target creature with convert. So I can activate this target Mox. And then I can turn this into Teshar. And then I can cast this, which triggers Teshar and gets back Fblthp. Or do I just get back Emry, because Emry can then cast Mox every turn? If I hit Kethis, we probably just win the game, right? I'm going to take Fblthp. Fblthp could draw a historic spell, which then lets me get Emry back as well. Just getting my shilling bonus for December. Don't mind me. Do you get a shilling bonus once per month when you cheer? If so, that's great. Okay, there's a Kethis. So now we turn this into Kethis. He's dead, Jim. You've killed him. That's still like a pretty sweet turn, all things considered, right? Sounds good, Lord Aaron. Thank you. 350 shilling bonus once per month. Also once per month sub gift bonus. Well, thanks for the biddies. Enjoy your shillings, folks. Thanks for the half a year, Ashworld. I think I just make this a 3-3 and pass. Lazav ended up being really good there. So we ditched one Kethis. So there's still 3 Kethis and 17 cards here, which is great. All the 50-cent cheers to cash in shillings immediately. Excellent. I see many shillionaires in Hoaglandia's future. Or we could draw a land. We have 3 Kethis and 16 cards. Or we could draw a land, you know? No big deal. I wonder, does this deck want, like, I feel like I want some other kind of non-amber artifact in this deck. Like, just something to do with this Emry. Mind Stone? Yeah, I guess that cycles. Golden Egg? Yeah, I could see that. We don't really need the acceleration from Mind Stone, but the fixing from Golden Egg could be super relevant. I think this is actually most likely the game. Looks like a draw for them. Yeah, they just named Kethis there. They have a removal spell too. Yikes. Oh, there's been a lot of flooding and dying today. It'll be good to wrap up on some Mythgard. After a long day of flooding and dying. Mythgard's a good palate cleanser. Hey, thanks for the biddies, Mr. Bips. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
Much easier on my skin.
Woof. Where are you? There you are. Do I have anything to change? No, not really. Let's play another match. Howdy, Corrosion and the Misses. Hope you're enjoying what I assume is a trip, if you're announcing the place. Have we been on the plat for tier floor all day? No, we won one match. We won a match with five color Niv we won a match with. Thank you very much. We are on the scoreboard for the day. Real about historic black-red aggro with Stormfist, Crusader, and Rampaging Ferocidon. I mean, both those cards are good. Sure. Every time someone casts Once Upon a Time, I feel offended. Good, you should. You see, this is why I'm pretty sure this is the reason why Historic is less popular than Standard at the moment. It says people are just like, they're just like looking to get away. They're looking to get away from this. Variety's good. Variety's good. We'll play some more Standard tomorrow. We'll dip back into Historic again on Wednesday. Arcbow? Arcbow could be cute. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with Pioneer today, too. Okay. I guess I could have Tamiyo'd here. There's a good chance she just dies, though, right? The Pioneer ban list update generally gets posted in the evening, sometime between 3 and 5 p.m. PST. It is currently 10 a.m. PST for reference, somewhere between 5 and 7 hours from now. Bump Blue-Red Flash on a 10th thump. Looking forward to getting back to that one. I bet that deck's gonna have a good weekend at the Mythic Championship. It's felt super reasonable. Blue-Red Flash with Ember Cleave would be my pick for. Well, this is more mana problems than anything, right? Hopefully this mills over a white source.
I would like to test a new hypothesis with you.
What do I even name on this plus? Like I have the Ruinous Blast. I don't have anything that I can hit that fixes my mana, right? And you can't name lands on the uptick. Oh, I can name Goose. Let's name Goose.
Seek and find.
There we go. There we go. Got that for next turn. So you're saying there's a chance, chat. That's all I need. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. I believe, I believe, I believe. Do 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 do. Do you believe in magic? Do 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 do. It's a shame Loco is legendary. I think my Gilded Goose is about to be afraid of the big bad wolf, chat. Oh no. Oh wait, they didn't kill Tamiyo, so I get to pick up Godless Shrine. This is fine. This is fine. It's gonna be okay, I believe. I believe, I believe, I believe. In this Ruinous Blast. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Do 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 do.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
So anyways, we started blasting. Y'all ready to smash? Are you ready to smash? We'll go Excavator into Kethis, kill them next turn. Is that the plan, chat? I think that might be the plan. Here's open. I didn't attack because I want to chump block with this if they... Oh, I guess they couldn't have a haste creature, right? Well, the Amber didn't make white mana, so I did need to shock in. Oh, Nissa. Yeah, Nissa's the reason. There you go. I knew there was something. There was a reason I did the thing.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Sick. Opponent's had enough. Opponent's had enough. Get it? Got a good, excellent. Good chat. Hip hip cheerio, mate. We did not beat Mono Black. We drew a lot of lands. It's not a good scene for our hero. If your opponent's not playing something aggressive, you almost always board out Othakaya and bring in the Jace. Yeah, mid-range rampy decks like what this current opponent is playing is one of the things that this deck was built to prey on in Standard. They didn't have Oko at that time, but in general, that archetype tends to be reasonable for this deck. How much longer am I going for? I'm planning to play Magic for another 45 minutes or so. It's probably 2 or 3 more matches with this. Yeah, probably 2 more. And then I will probably do Mythgard for hour and a half, depending. Want to be done by like 3 o'clock at the latest today. Free bits and free shillings. What a beautiful combination. Do I have preferred basic land arts? Yeah, the borderless ones that I have at the moment. Unless you're talking about in paper. In paper, I prefer the unhinged lands. They are my favorites. You have a 79% win rate using 4x Emry. Are you playing any artifacts other than Mox, or are you like just on Emry? Or just on Mox as ways to buy back with Emry? Honk honk. Fblthp here. Maybe I could lead on Excavator here. Just because, like, if they had Oko, they would have played it on 2. Did I follow this week's Legacy GP? Well, there wasn't coverage of it, so you couldn't really follow it. Most of the decks in the top 8 featured 2019 cards. Yeah, the same is true in like Vintage too. Turns out these busted cards are really good. I'm gonna do this and eat their food. Teferi's like that guy that goes through the fridge at work and just like takes everybody's leftovers. Oh, I missed that. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. This doesn't cost mana to activate. That was a bad play. I didn't get to draw a card because they could sack it. Subbed because I didn't want to be the gift sub freeloader who says stupid things in chat. I want to be a paid sub that does that. God bless. Do this, ditch 4 cards. Yeah, Wolf's just like, you want to eat my food, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Wolfie's just having none of it. Animation's so good. Gift subs pulling themselves up by the bootstraps. God bless. Aside from Mono Black, we played against 100% green decks today. No, the first match of the day we played Grixis. We played against a Grixis deck, but I do believe that it's been like everything but 2. Sounds right. A scale of 1 to Garbage Fire, how was the Nib deck earlier? It was fine, I think. Some of the details weren't perfect, but I think there's something there. Huh? Let's start with this and see where we go. Ruinous Blast is sweet. So Ruinous Blast means next turn if they don't have a counter spell, I can drop Kethis and Ruinous Blast, right? Because it'll only cost me 4. I think there's a reasonable Climb deck in this format. Yeah, almost certainly. Climb is good with Yorvo. I think there's probably a blue-green food Climb deck. Aren't we dead? Well, we weren't dead until they had this. This kills us, I believe. No, even that's one short of lethal, right? They just go block. Because these don't trample, chat. I'm only dead on the inside. Was that supposed to hurt? Alright, so I have to try and win the game now. There's a Mox in my bin. The problem is Questing Beast doesn't die to... The problem is Questing Beast doesn't die to Ruinous Blast. Alright, so let's ditch Kethis and Kethis and start from here. So, Mox Amber. Let's start with this and see where do we go from there. Oh, I can Laz. I should have Lazed, right? So there's a thing in there. So I get to do this. Yes. Oko does not remove legendary. So we go black. And then we play this from my hand. Yeah, I messed up. I missed a couple of mills. And then we play Laz. There's already an excavator in my bin. Can we win from here? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my Jace is in play. So exile, I think I want to leave one Ruinous Blast as a safety net and get rid of this other Laz. So I'll do these. Yeah, I just have to mill 25 cards or whatever. And there's another Emry. And then I get to go Teferi, bounce Mox Amber, replay Mox Amber.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. Don't worry. I got you.
Yeah, save targets and auto yield healed once much time. This was just disgusting. There's no way around it. This turn was just disgusting. The only point of life that matters is the last one, chat. The only point of life that matters is the last one. Yeah, we don't need Ruinous Blast anymore. Yeah, Emry loops now. Each Emry is mill 6. That was gross. It's nice how it isn't totally deterministic, so the opponent has to wait through the whole thing, draining their will to live. Right? Yeah. This one's definitely going up on the website. 10 out of 10, not close. How does Emry loop? Because we have 2 Emrys and they're legendary, so when you cast the second one, the other one dies. Yeah, we had no board at the start of that turn, right? We just had lands and Jace at 1. I am not convinced that these Gilded Geese are good. What do we think about this card? If they're gonna be good anywhere, it's gonna be good here, right? So this is if they're good, they're gonna be good against aggro. Gilded Goose helps with Emry. Yeah, so does Oko, though. And, like, Kethis plus 1 Mox casts Emry for 1. Just, like, for reference. In the top right-hand corner of your screen, there is an Enable All Play Modes button, which will enable best of 3 ranked, which includes historic ranked.
I protect those who cannot protect themselves. A pure soul can inspire others.
It's a good draw. You got Oko and Gooseberry build. Not sure what's the correct move, but I found most of the time I drew Oko. I was wishing it was something else without Gooseberry Riverbed. Yeah, I could see sideboarding Oko being correct in this archetype because you just want it, like, Oko as a way to kill Grafdigger's Cage sounds great, or like as a card that's good against aggro. I could see that being a direction you want to hit from. You have to enable some play modes because they don't want new players to be overwhelmed. Yeah, I agree. Teferi's really good. Playing the full 4 Teferi is probably a good decision. Agree with that. The failure rate on this deck closes very quickly. If you understand how this deck works, identifying... Oh, it's gonna get a yikes from me, dog. Oh, I didn't make a food in response. Oh, punted. Didn't make a food. I don't have red mana or green mana anymore. Once they took that away, because my green was my Mox Amber. Hey, you know what card's gonna be really good here? Yeah, Ruinous Blast is about to be great. You know, I probably shouldn't have blocked with Fblthp, because I should have been playing to Ruinous Blast as an out. Ego to pull Binding? No, that's awful. We have Ruinous Blast and we have Teferi to bounce Binding. You don't bring an Ego to name cards that aren't killing you. Ego's like for other combo decks. Yeah, Nexus and Field. I think I'm just gonna cut the geese. I think I'm gonna cut them from the deck in general after this next match. I want to trim here. I need one more cut. That's a good suggestion. If they gain enough life, Jace is a big deal. Jace is, because I want Oath still to just like shoot the random stuff, but yeah, I agree with that comment. Need 2 trims here. It's probably just Emry. She doesn't block well. Cut once? No, stop it. Thought the primary win con was milling them. Am I wrong? I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'm going to tell you the point you're trying to make is semantics. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to keep this hand on the play. This might be a little aggressive. It might be just correct to keep the Oathakaya against an aggro deck. But I think going 1-3 into 3-4 is probably going to be pretty good. Yeah, Brazen Borrower is one of... All of those adventure creatures are very good. Brazen Borrower is playable in every constructed format it's legal in. Looking for a white source, a white source, a white source. Looking for a white source. Looking for a white source. We are very good. Where you can find these sleeves. This sleeve was a TwitchCon promo, I think. If I recall correctly. Ooh, got one out of their hand. That's great. Are you kidding me? Fair is fair, I guess. Tier 3 Scrows. Thanks for the brand new Prime spread. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Thanks for keeping me around.
Every story is an opportunity for new data.
Shuffler Gate 2020. Yep.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Read 'em and weep.
You're making it difficult to work. No tail should be discarded.
Kuritin Shi. Reward the faithful. Thanks for the 60 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Could there be a chance a transformational sideboard into Nexus might work? I don't no. Let's just say no. Let's just go with no.
To the library.
Is there a Diligent Excavator here? It's a 4 of I don't have. Well, there are a bunch of bricks on top. Am I activating this turn? I don't think so. Hey, thanks for the half a year, Striker. Welcome back. I appreciate it. They're screwed either way here. Because, like, if they name Kethis, Tamiyo picks back up. Ruinous Blast.
The storied past holds our future.
This is gross.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging. I have learned much from my
There should probably just be 4 blasts in the 75, huh? For these aggro decks. How does our deck beat Questing Beast? By combo killing them? That game was a real blast, I agree. I agree. Yeah, if you didn't see the match before this one, that one will give you the very clean answer to what do you do against Questing Beast. That's a good hit, right? Nice clean curve here. Not looking for that. Need to go ahead and go Excavator into Oath or Kethis. No Pridemate Pier is great for us. You think Tamiyo's not busted? I don't know, she's pretty good. You're playing Teferi of your own. Interesting. We did see Pridemate. They're a little bit bigger because they're going up to Angels, it looks like here, but They do have Pride Mate in their deck, which is why I boarded in Legion's End. Okay. Pridemate only being a 3/3 here means I get to end it with Uthakaya, which means their clock is really slow. Although now I get to do that. That's much better. Veto and binding, huh? They don't have any pressure though, right?
Let's try this.
Yeah, I agree that Veto's not great against us. It's also a card that gets turned off by our Teferi, so
I've got it.
huh?
Time for plan B.
Hey, Chris. Long time no chat. Hope life's treating you well. Thanks for the 42 months. It's a long time. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming. If they hit another land next turn, they can binding with veto up, which is a little awkward. They get to use their mana and activate castle here. Hey, thanks for the 2 months. Spread the fun.
Here we go.
We're hoping to, like, draw, like, second Teferi here, I guess. Not having hit any legendary stuff kind of sucks. Yeah, I have Ruinous Blast over here. I suppose I can Teferi, and then if they veto, I can mill over a legendary thing here and then blast them.
I'm known for my excellent.
Wait, what? They just let that resolve? Friendo. Huh? Okay. Now what do I do? The problem is they're gonna binding my Kethis. I think I'm supposed to do this and kill their Teferi. Man, our draws have been rancid. Still only 2 legendary things in here. Do we play Kethis so Laz can use it from the graveyard? Yeah, I think so. The problem is now they get to bind Kethis and attack Teferi. If I would have milled over a legendary card on the Teferi, we would have ended up in a very good spot this game. I think that without that happening, we're probably just too far gone with them having this veto. Could we have Teferi, the Tribunal, and then Kethis to try and hit Ambers and go? Nah, that's too unlikely, I think. What punishes for upticking last turn instead of just killing Tef? They just attacked my Planeswalker, Chalky. So I wanted to draw a card with it. How long does it usually take back to here on a deck submission? Usually within 24 hours. During the week, I check them every day, usually. Drawing another Teferi wins. Well, there's only one other Teferi in our deck because this deck's currently misbuilt. We're going to fix that after, and they have a veto. So, no, drawing another Teferi is not an out because there's a veto in our face. Yeah, if you've waited more than 2 days, you should check your spam box. Your spam folder. Yeah, buying packs is just the easiest way to do anything in this application. As always, Wargy Corgi, the answer is submitted through the forum. Okay, so I think we just hang tight for now, right? Yeah, now we just gotta draw Teferi. Nobody blink. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it, chat! They were so close! They tanked for so long! Oh yeah, it would have been a huge mistake for them to do that. Does uptick for Laz do it? Maybe? I have a bunch of Moxen in there. We're not dead on board. Yes, we are?
Let me aid your research.
Yeah, the lack of Laz in this build too. I definitely think we lost. We lost this. We got a little bit unlucky. Opponent played well too. I also think our deck's built pretty incorrectly. So let's fix this. Yeah, super dead to Legion's End. Opponent went to the Dovin veto. Opponent was played that very well. They're unable to do anything because they ended up playing well. So I'm pretty sure these geese suck. That's been awkward. I don't think I want these Okos. I think not having 4... Oh, there are 3 Laz in here. Yeah, that's fine. I think not having 4 Teferi is a huge mistake. Is buying packs a suggested way to build up slots deck? Yes, paying dollar bills is how you get cards. Opening booster packs. Yeah, I think not having 4 Teferi is a big miss. This card's very, very good. I think I want another land here. I think I'm just gonna play like another Temple of Silence. Did I have enough for Legion's End and Blast? No. Hunox, I had 5 mana available. Did we want 4 Emry? I don't think so. I kind of think I want more Fblthp. I want more of him. I think I want an extra Ruinous Blast. The sideboard is like all over the place. I think I want some Okos in here. At least one more of him. Someone else had suggested Witching Well. I kind of don't hate that idea. I think Jace in the main deck is stupid. I think it doesn't solve any problems that you have. I think it lets you be lazy in certain spots, but it doesn't solve any problems that you have. Thanks for the 8 months, Muchalu. I don't care about what they ban. Like, me discussing my preferred bans is like a waste of breath. Like, what my preferred bans are doesn't matter. Let's wait and see, and then spend your mental capacity on things that you actually can do stuff with. Yeah, I'm disconnected from the results of a specific game enough that flooding and dying doesn't mean I can't look at a deck and go, yeah, this probably wants another land. I think if you look at that game that I just played, Gendy, I think your conclusion is really awful. I think concluding after watching that game that I need to fundamentally change how my deck's approaching the aggressive matchup is ignoring the details of what actually happened in that game of Magic. Again, just like we flooded out a couple of these games and then I took a step back and was like, I want more lands in this deck. That's what you need to be able to do. You need to not knee-jerk every time you get a little bit unlucky or lose a matchup and go, I need to wipe out my plan and go back to the drawing board and change everything. Thanks for the 18 months, Tantrum Tryhard. You can always find the current deck list on the Stream Decker. So you never have to wonder, what did Jeff do? You can click on it and look. That's tough. We're working hard to retrain people. I know a lot of other people that stream don't update their Stream Decker as they iterate a deck. I basically try to always update as I iterate. This could be, our opponent could be playing Nexus of Fate too. Nexus is playing Brazen Borrower in the main deck. Yeah, feels Nexus, man. It's a race, do do. Let's get linear. I want to get linear. Let's get into linear. Do. Little uncomfortable, opponent. Do I get a 5th turn? We've been at this for 2 hours? No, we've been playing this deck for 1 hour and 15 minutes. We played 5-color Nymph in between. Citadel was a lot of fun. We played some sweet games of Magic. I enjoy drawing my entire deck. Okay, that's exciting. Means we get to draw a card next turn.
I am Tamiyo. It
If it doesn't look like we're going to be able to combo next turn, we'll probably be Ruinous blasting to get rid of the Reclamation. It also gets this Brazen Borrower off our back. I ended up playing Blessing Wargi. I think that's the better card.
You could use some manners.
You could use some manas. I think I'm just blasting here. So I lose Excavator, but they lose Wreck, and they lose their other thing. Their Borrower. I assume we're about to get fogged. Wow, that just worked. That's huge. Okay. Next turn I can drop a Teferi. This is another matchup where having a bunch of Teferis is very good, obviously. Shuts off the Reclamations. That's pretty good. Urza's Ruinous Blast sounds like a Capri Sun flavor. That's great. I'm your idol. What's going on, Ryan? Thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back. Do I get another turn, another turn, another turn? Hoping to get another turn. Do 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 do. Yep, Lazav does get to live through the blast. I'm gonna bottom that. I don't think I need another one. Evening sushi.
Sorry I'm late.
That's exciting. Tamiyo is so good. Looks like Team Kethis is blasting off again. Yep. To be fair, once your opponent has like 2 to 3 Moxes and Excavator, they're probably gonna kill you. Most of the time, you're not winning that. Oh, you know what? I should have held the Mox Amber there, because next turn I probably want a Tamiyo and plus for Excavator, and then the Amber could have milled me for 2 with the Excavator. A lot of little sequencing things with this deck like that. How many times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man? So
Tonight.
I think the conservative play here is do this.
Past is never forgotten.
Oh, actually, you know what? This is wrong. I could have just plussed this and done this on their turn, right? So if they have 4th Rec here, I could have played around the 4th Reclamation. So small mistake here again on my part. A lot of little sequencing things in these games. I've missed a number of them here. Alright, they found a keeper, chat. Cause it's a sneepa keeper, do 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 do, sneepa keepa, do 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 do. Hey, I agree this deck has a lot of lines. There's a lot of moving parts at every given point. I'm gonna plus for Mox Amber here, I think.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Nothing but net, chat. Nothing but net. Yes, Blast Zone is on 3. Hey, look, chat. They fueled my new thing. I'd like that one, please. Do I need another excavator? I don't think I do. I would love another Mox, though. Nice, baby. Do 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 do. Beep 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 do 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 do. All right. So I'm gonna play quickly here because our opponent doesn't look to be conceding. So I'm not really gonna talk through this. If they're gonna make me click through, it's gonna take us a little bit. So the way this works is we mill ourselves out, and then we start looping Othakayas to mill them, or do we start looping Othakayas to kill them? Oh yeah, we only have to 3x Oath them, don't we? Yeah, it should be pretty quick. All things considered then. Keep the new one. It's Mox Amber, draw a card, cast Mox Amber. Oh yeah, this can attack for 3 as well. Yeah, we're super deterministic at this point. Do 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 beep 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 boo do 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 do. Yeah, playing good decks in this format is sweet. I like playing good decks, chat. Good decks are my favorite. Playing good decks is fun, okay. Alright, Ashiok is almost certainly unnecessary. I don't know why I boarded that in. There's a "do you think Moto is bug-free" question on the survey. They're just trying to figure out how many people they got fooled. Alright, I need some more cuts here, chat. No cuts, no butts, no coconuts. I think I just do that. Yeah, Wall of Roots has been bugged since January 2016. Hashtag never forget. You're not paid to play good decks. That's not true. We have a number of decks that are good in the queue. Thank you very much. Resident's great. Need some lands. We've got my friend Once Upon a Time here. So, I let on Once Upon a Time on one there because there are 2 copies of Temple of Silence in my deck. So if I onced into a temple, I wanted to be able to play that on one Inscribe. Yikes. I got you, S-Spin. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate it. In. Things that aren't lands that we keep for 100. In fact, I probably Teferi next turn, and then Ego them the turn after, huh? This does a counterspell check. Hey, Kyle Galloway. Thank you for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people on Twitch making a lot of great stuff. Thanks for shipping that my way this month and keeping me employed. Welcome to Hooglandia. Land. Rats. Hashtag never lucky. I don't think they have enough interaction to, like, reasonably race us if we unmorty go their Nexus. Mindstone seems like a sweet card in their deck. No, I don't think so, Steric. Casting Ego one turn sooner doesn't really matter here if Teferi's in play, because the only way they're Nexusing me next turn is if they... The only way we get Nexus next turn is if they hit Wilderness Reclamation. And, like, with Teferi in play, that's not an option. In fact, now that I've plus Teferi here, I wonder if I just pass with Disdainful Stroke up. Because they did bin a Nissa here.
Stop interrupting me.
Well, Ego after they draw doesn't really matter, because Ego replaces whatever they drew. Like, if you take one out of their hand, so that's not relevant. But I think like being able to Disdainful Stroke like a Nissa or like an expensive creature here that's an alt win con is valuable. And like if they don't do anything, we'll unstep the Ego.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Yeah, like now I get to do this, and then I get to kill their Tamiyo here. So, like, they've got to search for Azcanta, but, like, they're not going to have Nexus of Fate in their deck. Is it too aggressive to play Fblthp and hold up Stroke? Yeah, I think so. That's why I didn't do it.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
So I can do this. And then with the Mox and the land, we get to do stuff here. Veil of Summer. Lol. So they have Brazen Borrower. They brought in Mystical Dispute. So they have Brazen Borrower and Nissa. That's it. It's one Brazen Borrower and Nissa. Those are their win cons. Yeah, when you click the fourth, they're playing Hearthstone. They couldn't Veil the Stroke. When you click the fourth, it automatically closes the deck browser. So I wanted to look at their deck before I click the fourth one. Yeah, should definitely just be 4 Teferis in this deck. Not close. This is basically just them flailing around until we kill them. Yeah, most likely. Veil before playing Nissa would have worked. It would have, actually. I mean, in their defense, most people concede before they need to show them the win con, so being greedy with the win con is like almost certainly correct from a game theory perspective. Make white here and leave white up. And then I can Teferi, bounce this Mox, and then play another Teferi.
I have a plan.
Well, now I can Diligent Excavator. What's the earliest this deck can win? I don't know. Offhand. So I'm gonna exile extra copies of Kethis here that I don't need. This is the way we mill our deck, mill our deck, mill our deck. This is the way we mill our deck early in the morning. Do-do-do-do. They have Veil, now we can't win this turn. That's not true, there's a copy of Jace in my deck.
Might be a bad idea.
Every time your Jace always boards in. You always board in your Jace. Never not. So now we just need to cast some Moxes here, get up to 4 mana, cast 4 mana Jace, activate, win the game. So float blue, cast another Mox. Be very careful not to cast Fblthp, because Fblthp will deck us at this point. Playing this in paper seems like a nightmare. Nah, I think in paper it's probably not that bad. In fact, let's exile Fblthp here, just so we don't do it by mistake. Oh yeah, we only need 3 mana for Jace, right? Yeah, in paper you can just be like, I'm gonna exile these things, and then we're gonna win the game. Alright, so we played Magic Arena for 5.5 hours today, and we gained 2 rank pips in 5.5 hours. Sounds like a deck submission day. Yeah, the Nexus matchup felt pretty good for us. All things considered, slots that I'm still not sure on are, someone asked about these Witching Wells. I think I'd try these for a few matches just to see how they go. I'm pretty confident you want 4 Teferi in this deck. He's just very, very good, not only when you're comboing, but also when you're not comboing. He takes things like Spyglass off the table, he takes Grafdigger's Cage off the table, he takes Leyline of the Void off the table. Just like, he stops your opponent from counterspelling you, or veiling you, or interacting with you while you're trying to combo. The sideboard in this deck is just a giant mess right now. Cards I'm confident you want in your sideboard. Some Ego, some Oko, a Teshar, a Jace, more Ruinous Blast. What mix of removal is optimal in the sideboard? Do you want random counter spells? Do you want Toll Smear? Like, these are things that, like, the format needs to develop a little bit more to figure out, and you need to play games with to figure out. So, if you're looking for a combo deck in Historic, this one seems really sweet. It's a little bit different than the Nexus of Fate deck. I'm definitely going to get this one added up to my website. I actually have artwork that I can reuse from the standard version of this deck, so that's exciting. Get to post this without spending dollars on art. At any rate, that's going to wrap up the Magic portion of our stream.